Hey everybody, this is artist and art teacher Kevin Hogan, and I'm going to teach you about deconstructivism in 3 minutes or less. Now, I'm going to use this particular piece that I've shown in ArtSmart before. This is a real Matisse lithograph, and I have a link in the description below where you can find out how I found an actual Matisse and how you can maybe find something like this on your own. Now, this is a good example of this type of art. What exactly is deconstructivist art? It is a very simple image that has been made even simpler and then moved around to make it interesting. But I will break it down into 3 steps here. The first thing that you want to do with deconstructivist art is to start with an image that is clear. If you have an object that is too kind of weird looking and people don't know what it is, it's not going to be very interesting to look at later on when your eye kind of figures out what it is that you're looking at. So you start with a very simple object in most cases. Obviously here, this is 2 people that are making love, or at least it'll be obvious if you look at it for a few minutes. Now, the next thing that you want to do is you remove all but what is essential in the work of art. When you look at this particular piece, Matisse went ahead and removed most of the body hair. He removed most digits like fingers and toes and things like that, and facial features, and he just left us what we need to see, which is basically the bodies wrapped up together. You see some legs, you see kind of the torso area, you see a little bit of a breast, and what appears to be arms up around the top. He basically gives you just what you need to see in order to figure out that this is lovemaking. And the last thing that you want to do in this particular work is you want to move around what's left in a creative way. What do I mean by that? If you leave everything very, very simple and straightforward, it's not very interesting to look at for very long. If you move around the objects a little bit to places that are not terribly natural, it just makes it more interesting. It plays a game with your eye. In this particular case, you might criticize that up here it doesn't really look like arms or body parts anymore, but that's also what makes it interesting. You can ask yourself, what's an arm? What's a shoulder? Is that another breast there? Is that the head? And that's part of what makes an interesting image out of what is very, very simple and straightforward. So if you're making deconstructivist art, make sure you follow those 3 tenets. And if you don't want to do it yourself, just check out some deconstructivist art. It's pretty cool. Make sure you continue to art smart. Bye-bye.